to something.
Good morning, and welcome to Wonderful Wednesdays at Westport. We had a little glitch there. We're glad you're with us today. If you're joining us later on, we welcome you as well. And we are happy to say we have our September classes up, and we have a full calendar. Doesn't that look great? So let me just kind of walk you through some of it. We have a sit and sew tomorrow with me from 10 to 4. You don't have to come for the whole day. You can just come for part of the day. And I can, I'll do my best to help you with anything you need help with. It might be a good idea to let me know ahead of time what you're bringing just so I can prepare a little bit. And the same goes with the 28th. We have UFOs with Barbara. Now, here at the Sewing and Vacuum Authority, UFO stands for Unfinished Objects. So we invite you to come on the 28th or the 1st for help with those projects that you need help with. It's $20 for the day. You can stay from 10 to 4 or you can come in anytime during that time. Next week, of course, we're closed on Labor Day. We have a new owners embroidery class on Wednesday the 7th in the morning, and then a beginning embroidery in the afternoon. Our fabulous block of the month on the 8th, and then on Saturday the 10th, we have our Bernina quilting experience. And let me just tell you about this. This is an all-day class. You're going to come. We're going to feed you lunch. We're going to have some door prizes and that kind of thing. But you're going to get to experience the world of quilting per Bernina, I guess would be the way to describe it. So this section right here was done on our Q24 long arm using our Q-matic automated quilter. So we did couching and stippling on the long arm. The little side panels were done on one of our 7 series machines. It's just crosshatch quilting. I don't know if you can see it very well. And then the top and the bottom panels were done on our Q20 and Q16 sit-down quilters. So you will have the opportunity to actually sew on our 7 series machines and our Q20 sit-down quilters. This will already be done just because of the time constraints, but we will go over how all that works. And then you will finish your pillow. This is just a cute pocket closing, and you can finish the inside with our wonderful L-series sergers. So you'll get a little taste of what the quilting world at Bernina is all about. I just got word yesterday that Bernina is coming out with a new big book. You know, there are wonderful big books that everybody's so crazy about. We have a new big book of computerized quilting coming out soon. That is the big catchphrase. That was the big takeaway from Bernina University. Computerized quilting. Computerized quilting can be done on a long arm, but it can also be done on your regular domestic sewing machine, whether Bernina or not, if you have one of those attachments that we've always called an embroidery arm or an embroidery module, but now we're calling it a quilting arm or a quilting module. So, I have a lot of quilters who come in and say, I would never be interested in embroidery. Well, now you don't have to be. You can be interested in computerized quilting. So we'll talk about that as well. We would love to have you join us. This is Saturday, September 10th from 10 to 3. As I said, lunch will be provided. We have some openings left, so let us know if you can join us. The cost is $90. If you sign up by this Saturday, the 3rd, you'll get a $20 gift card when you come in the store that you can use that day while you're here for the class. So please join us for that. We would love to have you. If you have any questions, just give me a call at the store.
And with that $20 gift card, do they get 20% off since it's a class?
They get 20% off for the class as well. Yep. Good question, Chris. Okay, so we're chicken pincushion. This has been one that people have been asking for. Barbara's adorable chicken pincushion. So here's Henrietta, and we always like to name them. What are these names? We'll just call them Barbara and Linda since we're here today. But aren't they adorable? So that class is on the 12th from 2 to 6. We would love to have you join us. Some of our other classes are quilting and the hoop. Again, that is the same thing as computerized quilting, and she will show you how it can be done on any machine that does embroidery. Heirloom block, I've got a few openings now if somebody wants to jump in and start. Embroidery club on the 17th, and that project is on the embroidery club?
Oh, it's going to be a freestanding lace pumpkin.
Freestanding lace, okay. On the 20th, there's an OESD virtual class. There'll be more information about that coming. New owners on the 21st with beginning sewing that afternoon. Beginning quilting all day long on the 23rd. And this is another really fun one. This is one that Charlie just added. This is the Quick and Easy Stash Buster quilt. So if you've got scraps hanging around, come join us, use them up, and make this adorable little quilt. Also, Charlie will be bringing back her By Annie Club on the 13th. You can bring any By Annie project that you would like to work on, and the class is from 11 to 4, and she will help you with it, and she knows her stuff and has some great samples here if you want to come take a look at them. Okay, well, last week I talked about we're going to have a drawing for a Janome 721. This is a wonderful machine. I'm sorry I don't have it opened up for you. Has a really good feed system. It normally sells for $3.99, and we are going to give one to some lucky person today. So let me just draw out a name. Okay, it goes to Barbara Brooks. Barbara, if you're listening today, come get your machine. If not, I will send you an email so you'll know to come get it. And congratulations. I know you will enjoy it. It's a great machine for anybody who wants a second machine, a more basic machine, a machine to take to class. It's great for those starting out. So congratulations, Barbara Brooks, on being our winner today. Okay, we're going to take a little walk over here and find Miss Barbara. Oh my goodness, what is this? This is the brand new Janome M17 combination sewing and quilting and embroidery. Whatever you want to do, it will do it. It is awesome. It has the biggest hoop in the industry. Let me see if I can get myself over here and show you how big the hoop is. Pretty amazing.
Look at
that. But it has some other incredible features too. So if you are interested, please come see us. We also have some great buys on the Janome M7 right now, which is kind of the little sister to this machine. So if you want a machine for sewing only, that's a great option. We have today is the last day of our gifted promotion with Bernina. It's also the last day of the Viking. If you want to take a look, I don't have the machine over here. We can walk over and see it. The Topaz 50, I have a great price on the Topaz 50, plus all these goodies come with. Probably, about $600 or $700 worth of goodies come with. That is through today, and we have promotions going from just about everybody. So be sure to get on our mailing list. If you're not, just go to our website. The first thing that pops up when you go to our website, sewbackauthority.com, is the opportunity to sign up for our mailing list, so you'll get our emails with everything that's going on at the stores. And then you can go to classes and events, and we have an interactive calendar there where you can click on a class and find out what it's all about and actually sign up for it. See, I think that was everything I wanted to tell you this morning. I'm going to turn things over to Miss Barbara, and she's going to talk about our wonderful brother scanning cuts.
Good morning, everybody. It's a great day. So glad you could join us. I had a request to show y'all how to use vinyl, and so I'm just going to do a monogram on a cup with the vinyl. Now, this is the Disney version of the scanning cut, and it's got a bunch of Disney designs in it. As you can see, we've taken and cut out a Mickey Mouse ears here, and there's another one in gold. But just for fun, those things can be lifted off, so it's not any problem. It can be removed. There's different kinds of vinyl that you can use, and there's permanent vinyl that once you put it on, it's there. It's not going anywhere. There's also a removable vinyl that you can take off and use again or somewhere else if you want to. There's some different kinds of mats that you want to use with your vinyl, and I'm using a low tack adhesive mat this morning. And so in order to put your vinyl on your mat, this is a piece of blue sparkly vinyl, and if anybody who knows me knows that I like bling a little bit. So as proved by even my hat that I have on this morning. So what you do with the vinyl is you take it, and let me move this stuff just a little bit. We have a playbook here for the DX machines, which is, this is a 25, it's a 225 DX, and then there's a let's see.
Oh, I think it's working now.
Okay.
Well, I think Chris bleeped us or something. I'm not sure what he did with it, but anyway, we're back. And so I guess we'll have to have remedial lessons on how to use the machine this morning. So anyway, with the scanning cut, the new scanning cuts have a roller feed with it. If you can see the picture of it right here, but it's really great. So if you're going to do a long banner, then you can put your roll of vinyl or whatever kind of stuff you want to use on it, and it'll do a 12-foot banner for you. So, but you can put it all on a roller, and it works really great. Then there's some other things that come with it. Now this is in this box. There's a rotary auto blade kit, and what that you've never seen a small rotary cutter until you have seen the rotary cutter in this thing. It's every bit of maybe a ½ inch big.
Wow.
And so it's really cool, and especially cutting fabric. It's great. It's fabulous. If you're cutting applique or whatever for your quilts or whatever you're doing, it works great. And then there's also some kits that go with it. Now this particular kit is a calligraphy starter kit, but there's also other kits like the rhinestone kit, and that thing is really, really neat to put rhinestones on your clothes and what have you. And I do have one of those. I will have to admit I do have one. And it's pretty cool. And then there's also a vinyl auto blade kit, which goes to these machines, and what it does, it automatically measures the depth of your vinyl so that it'll cut just half of it. And you have to have your machine set on half cut, and we'll do that in just a minute as I set the machine up for us to use it.
What's the purpose of the half cut?
The half cut, whenever you're doing vinyl, like you're doing this, you want your transfer paper is the vinyl, clear vinyl that's on the front of the vinyl sheet, and you don't want to cut through that vinyl sheet. And so if you put it on half cut, it measures it down to the clear vinyl on it, so that you can take the things off of it and use it. It's really it saves you from having to peel everything off and do it one at a time. So, but anyway, now I've already turned our machine on, so I'm going to put our vinyl on, and you want to always put your vinyl on upside down, because you're going to cut it. So you're going to line it up here at the top, You're going to line it up. It's 12 inches by 12 inches. So you want to put it up there, and you want to, this is a new sheet. So you have to be careful putting it on so that you don't get ruffles in it or bubbles in it or whatever. So let me turn it around this way so I can. So you want to take it and smooth it out. Not get any bubbles in it if you can help it. Chris, can you take that hand you're leaning on and hold that still for me? Thank you.
Hold this.
Yeah. It's interesting trying to get all the bubbles out. So that's what I'm trying to do with this. It is a challenge sometimes, especially when you've got a new mat like this one is. Just try to get them out as you go down so that you won't have to pick it up and redo it.
Can you use like a card to,
Yeah, you can. Okay, so let me get a card out of the drawer over here. Okay, so you take it and you're going to load you put your vinyl in, and then this button right here is your button that loads the mat. So you press that button and it loads the mat in for you. Okay, so your mat is loaded, and in order to put your design on there, you can scan whatever you want to into it to begin with, and there's a scanning mat that goes with this machine, or you can use your machine to go in here and enter it this way, and you can also do it online, and there's a free program that you can get with your scanning cut that is completely free, that is a full program that allows you to manipulate all of your designs so that you can just transfer them, and you can transfer them Wi-Fi from your computer to this machine. So, or you can retrieve your data from your machine, from your Wi-Fi, from a USB, from your computer, or from a USB port. So you have several options there. And then on the patterns, these are the patterns that it allows us to use. Now this one just has lots and lots of different patterns that we would use in quilting, or a poster if we were doing it, and a lot of different things. So there's lots of opportunities for quilting there. Then this one has just lots of different designs, and it goes on down. And the nice thing about this is that behind every one of these, there's more. So, and then you have your borders. If you want a border on it, it's got a lot of different borders you can use, which is nice. It's got fun things you can use for kids' parties. And then we have Mickey Mouse, and behind each one of the Mickey Mouse features is a whole bunch more Mickey Mouses. So it's real easy to use. It's very user-friendly. And then we have our alphabets, and we have quite a few alphabets here. So that's what I'm going to use this morning to do the monogram. So I could either do it on the computer program and transfer it over here and it'd be ready to go, or I can come to the machine itself and add the letters here. So let's pick out one. Let's go back. Let's do this one right here. Oh, it's kind of funky, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to put my initials on it. So I'm going to put the first initial. When you're doing a monogram, you always want to put your first name, initial of your first name, the initial of your last name, and the initial of your middle name. So my first name is Barbara, so I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to set it. Then I'm going to add another letter. So the next letter will be a T for my last name. Excuse me, a G for my last name. I don't know which way I'm going here this morning. Okay, so.
You don't know your last name?
No, I don't know my last name. Then I'm going to add another initial. So, and I'm adding them one at a time so I can change the size on them. So my last initial would be a T. Got to mix up. So I'm going to set it. So here, all three of them are right here. And so I'm going to edit them. So I'm going to do an object edit. And so I'm going to move it down a little bit so I can work with it a little bit better, so you guys can see it better. Now the G, I want it bigger, so I'm going into that one, and this one, this little button makes it bigger. And then the B and the T, and you can just take your stylus or your fingernails like I'm doing and select the letters. And that looks a little bit small and proportionate to the thing, so I'm going to increase it to 131 by 991 inches, 0.91 inches. So I have to do the B the same way, so I'm going to increase it to 131 and 93, so they're the same size. And the nice thing about this is lining this up. The grid on here helps you line it up so that you got them in the same spot. Another thing you can do is take your letter and put it over the other letter to see if they're about the same size. Now, in this case, the T is a little bit bigger than the B, and it could be simply because of the way they're structured. So that puts them right about the same size. So we're going to space it so it's got a little bit of space between the B and the G, and a little bit of space between the G and the T. Okay, so if I line these up at the top of that line, then I know they're going to be lined up. Then I can take the G and move it up a little bit. Okay, move it over just a little bit. Another thing you can do, if I want to increase the height of the thing of it, I can hit this arrow, and when I hit this number, it'll only increase the height of the middle letter. So you hit OK and it's done. Then you're going to hit OK again. And if I needed to delete it or whatever, your garbage can deletes it. When you do an object edit, then you can do a mirror reverse. You can duplicate if you want several net letters. You can do that. You can rotate it. There's just all kinds of things that you can do for it. And then you can also change your cut area if you want to as well. Okay, we're good here. So we're going to say OK. You'll hit OK again. Let's see what. So those are settings that you can change if you want to. We'll hit OK again. and it says please select. So what I want to do to it is I want to draw it so I'm going to take the drawing tool out, and the reason I'm going to draw it is because with this vinyl, sometimes when you cut it, it's hard to see it. So if I go ahead and put a, let's put pink. I like pink. Don't y'all like pink?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to take our tool that lets us do that and put pink in it. And then we're going to lift this, and it's just really simple to change the blades so that it does what you want it to. And you want brother facing you. So you pop that down and pop that down. And I'm going to hit draw. And so, and I'm going to go right here, and it says your draw speed and draw pressure. But I need to go back just a minute and change it to a half cut. So I don't need all that. I need to change that cut area to about right there, which is good. And hit OK. Hit OK again. And then also it's got the scanning thing on it. If I had a background, then I could put the background on the scanner and scan the background. Then you could place your applique, if you're doing applique, in the spot that the background is in, so you wouldn't have to worry about what you're doing there. Okay. Okay, just a second here. Okay, when I went in there and changed that edit area, then I need to move that up just a tad. Okay. So we're going to go back to our draw and draw that. Okay, it's telling me there's two settings on this machine, number 1 and number 2, and it should be on number 2, and I had it on number 1. So it tells me it's dummy proof. It tells you what you need to do. So hit start there, and it's going to draw the letters onto the back of the vinyl. And it doesn't take but a minute, literally 1 minute. Okay, so it's finished drawing. So we're going to hit cut. Now when you hit cut and you hit this, it gives you another set of settings to go by. And you want your cutting speed to be low, because if it goes too fast, then it'll mess up your design. And then the pressure is automatically set, and then the cut pressure, if you want to use the manual blade, you can, but the automatic blade is just so much easier. It's just so much fun. All right, then we have a half cut, and that is on, and that's what you need for it to be is on. And then it's automatic pressure when you have your half cut on. And what your half cut does is cuts your design out. So one other thing that I need to do, and I didn't think about it at the time, was I need to do a mirror reverse on this so that whenever you put it on the cup, it comes out right. So there, you hit the letter and hit this button here, and it automatically puts it in a mirror reverse. So I need to take the B and the T and swap places with them. Okay, we're going back to cut now. Let's select cut. And we're going to hit start. And it's going to cut over the area that I've already drawn on. But I don't have the right blade on, so like I said, it tells you what to do next if you don't have the right blade in there. It'd help if I could just grab the thing here. Okay, this goes back in. You hit OK. And so it's ready to go.
It tells you if you don't have the right.
If you don't have the right blade in.
Yeah.
And I had a drawing blade in, the drawing
I see.
holder in it. So hey, dummy, change it. Like I said, it's dummy proof. So
I always enjoy when my sewing machine is smarter than me because.
Oh yeah. Well, there's also
or my whatever machine is smarter than me.
Yeah. Well, it's always interesting when you're doing things, the little things that you forget to do. The machine says,
exactly.
"Oh, wait a minute, don't do that. Do this." And so we're like, "Okay, great, sure, I'd love to."
Chris, while that's cutting, can I just do a quick reminder? I forgot to tell you all this earlier. We are bringing back the fabulous Block of the Month quilt. It'll start again in October. We have kits already cut. So if you're interested in joining us, the class meets on the second Thursday of the month for an hour. The first time you come, it's $10. After that, if you come back with your project from the month before finished, your block from the month before finished, then there's no charge. So it's kind of a great, fun way to do it and an encouragement for you to save $10. So that starts the second week in October. Let us know if you'd like to jump in. And just if you can just do a quick view of Charlie's Buy Any projects. These are some of the projects you can work on in the Buy Any Club. Forgot to tell you that a minute ago. Okay, I think Barbara's ready for us.
Yeah. Okay, so we're through cutting, and so we're going to hit the button to eject the mat. So it comes out. And would you hand me that pair of scissors right there in the drawer, Linda, please? So what I'm going to do here is take the scissors, I'm going to roll this back up. And I always try to get good vinyl. If we have nice vinyl, we also have cork. But you want to get, I think Michael's carries a good vinyl as well. Okay, I want to come to just about where the letters are, and I'm going to cut this. Because I don't need all this other vinyl. Okay. And so what we want to do is to peel this backing off here. Is there a pick in there too, Linda? Okay. All right, so what we're doing is peeling this backing off, and we're leaving that clear vinyl on the front of it on the mat. And so what happens is, when you get to where your letters are, would you hand me that pick in that drawer, please? And it's going to peel off around the letters themselves. And then you have a pick and also a spatula thing that you can use to get rid of the centers and what have you, because you don't want them on your cup or whatever you're putting them on. This morning I'm actually going to put them on a cup. So then you're going to take your vinyl piece, don't need that anymore.
I wondered how you kept them spaced.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of hard to see if you're holding it up since it's clear, but that's what it looks like. And then when you're ready to put it on your cup, then you'll put it on like that.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And then if you use heat-sensitive vinyl, then you take a little small iron and just put over it, and it would adhere itself to the cup. If you use vinyl that's permanent adhesive, then you would put it on here like that, and then it will automatically stick. Then you would take it and peel it. This is heat sensitive this morning, so so you just peel that off and it sticks to your cup.
That is awesome.
Cool.
And I don't bring my little bitty iron with me, but here's one that I did with the.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool how I didn't understand how you could get it on there and have the right spacing of your monogram. That's really
that's
really
the way
awesome.
you do it.
Okay.
So I had a request for this, so I hope that person's listening. If not, I'm going to call her and tell her to watch it. So if we can, we're doing scan and cut classes, so if you're interested in purchasing one, we would love to show them to you and show you what all they do. That's just one minor thing that it does. Like
Well, you mentioned it'll cut your pieces for applique for quilts.
Right. Like this is a little box that it cuts out that you can use for like party favors and what have you. And the kids love these little things. And so like on the front of it, you can put a little cameo and put their initials in it and things like that. And they just think that's so special when you do things like that
pretty
for them.
special.
It is. And it doesn't take but just a few minutes to cut them out. But they're a lot of fun. We also have another pattern collection of Mickey that you can add to it if you like. And then on our website, you can also go on there and get all kinds of Disney collections and any other type of thing that you want to use for your scan and cut, as well as for your machines and what have you. So it's quite extensive, and some of the things are free, and some of them you have to buy, of course.
Yeah.
They don't give you everything free.
Yeah.
But that program that's available to you free is really a nice program. And so you want to take advantage of that whenever you get your machine. And you can, I could just done this on the computer and the machine and just transferred it over, and then I wouldn't have had to take the time to do all that. But it's a lot easier to do it on the computer program and transfer it than it is to set all that stuff like I did, although it didn't take me but a few minutes to do it.
No, it really didn't.
So, but you don't have to use the program if you don't want to. You can scan things into the machine and then turn around and print it out on your vinyl, and it just does beautiful work. So it's fun, and
lots of fun.
It is lots of fun. The first one I bought, my daughter had started making greeting cards, and so she says, "Mother, may I borrow your machine?" I said, "Well, sure." Well, I never did get it back, so I ended up buying me another one. So, but
that's kind of how that works.
Right. So you can use it for doing greeting cards or anything like that. You can make flyers for different things. We do that around the store. Yeah, we made a banner around the frame there where the collage quilts are hanging. So it's just, there's just all kinds of things you can do with it. And the nice thing about the scanning cut as opposed to other cutting machines is that our scanning cut has a scanner that you can scan things in and turn around and cut it right back out.
Hence the name Scan and Cut.
Right. Right. Exactly. So anyway, come see us if you like to have one of these or just like to see how it all works. If you're thinking about buying a cutting machine, I'd recommend the Brother. And so I've tried other machines too, and I've found the Brother to be far superior. So, and I guess I'm a little prejudiced. I like them, and I've got one, and my daughter has one. And so anyway, thanks for joining us this morning. It's a great day. Come see us.
Have a great week. We'll see you next week. And thank you, Miss Barbara, for your wonderful demonstration. If you do have questions about the Scan and Cut or any of the products that we sell, come in and see us. We'll be happy to answer your questions. And come join us for our classes, our Bernina Quilting Experience event, and all the other things we have going on in the store. Have a great day.
All right. Bye, everybody.